And a very quick break there, as we are going to be getting straight on forward with this losers bracket. Now, Saints finding themselves up against Kennesaw State University.
Yes.
And with that looming threat of Valleyfield on the horizon, you've got to feel good about this game. You got to find something that's going to boost that momentum, and that opening goal from Christian. Once again, I feel like that's been the story of today, just opening goals from Christian and Kamal. Now coming out 1-0 in that first 12 seconds.
Yeah, potentially a slight misplay from the Kennesaw State side of things there. Maybe not quite the back tap they wanted, but Christian there to take full advantage. And if you're the Saints, you got to start to put together these hot runs, because we're getting to the nitty-gritty of this bracket, and there's only a couple rounds left in losers and up to winners finals as well. So every team has to be on their A game, their S+ game. You cannot afford to make any more mistakes, and especially, I believe this is the last round where it is going to be a best of 3, so not a lot of time to play with, and then we'll get into the best of 5. So these teams, this is the last series where you really don't have any chance to make any mistakes.
Yeah, last best of 3 here. You gotta win it straight over with those 2 games. Wow, Demos being traded back and forth here. Has pretty even minute here, other than that initial goal though. Now it seems like we're back to these teams feeling each other out, but Tony lobbing it back over through the middle. Saints not ready for that one. Spoods just out of position. And there it is.
I think we may have seen a misplay from both sides. I think Kamal, the idea was good there. I think he did not want that pass to go to the middle. You know, you call that in hockey and then soccer like the no-no zone. You don't ever send the ball back over the middle if you're not like a million, not even 100, a million% sure somebody will be there to play it. So second touch though, great little flick there by Christian. It's going to land it off the post. Now Kamal going to go for the fall of the Saints. They're trying to get this one right back, but that ball is going to go back toward the net. Spoods diligently playing that backline. He is going to get contested though, the Saints. You got to be very careful here, because Kennesaw, we know, very, very tough team, and obviously we can see it. Once they get that goal back, they start to smell blood in the water.
Yeah, Spoods able to just weave it through 2 defenders there, but it's straight back to Nix, who finds a good shot on net.
Oh,
and now Guzek too, trying to find those. Tony, second in a row. Count them up, 1 and 2. Pass from Guzek there, going to bounce off of Spoods straight over to Tony. What a great angle there.
Yeah, good old double commit on the right, on the left side post there, and then Christian just nowhere to really spin that car around, get on that drift, and turn back and get the ball. So now Saints going to give up 2 goals in under the span of a minute here, going to immediately relinquish that lead, and now playing from behind here in this game 1. So they got to try to find some way to battle back, try to find a hole in the defense. What a shot by Spoods! Wall and ball going to go down and in off the ceiling there and off the wall. Fantastic job to get the Saints back in the game there. Just a beautiful solo play, and that is exactly what they needed.
I mean, you said you got to find the gap in the defense, and there's that gap. Spoods finding it perfectly off of that kickoff there, and now only 2 minutes into the game, not even yet, and we are already 4 goals deep. Both teams tied up, games even, not anymore. Christian making it 3 for the Saints. This has probably been one of the most highest scoring games we've seen up until this point. We're 2 minutes in, we're already 5 goals deep.
Yeah, we're seeing back-to-back goals from both sides coming through here. So now St. Clair, as we said, they had the deficit, got to battle back, already back in front of the lead, but I wouldn't be surprised if a game like this, if Kennesaw walked it back down like 10 seconds later and answers. Just, it seems like those games kind of shake out that way for one reason or the other. Defense sometimes does seem to be optional depending on the situation, but now both teams, I would expect to see them try to hunker down. The Saints, we saw the double commit. We saw a couple misplays from both sides already. So, you know, game 1, we always say it's like the feel-out process, but now I feel like they're going to settle in now. Maybe take a little bit less risk. So the Saints, they can afford to take a little bit less. You know, they don't have to get that makeup goal, but now Kennesaw, they're going to hunt for this equalizer.
Yeah, Spoods, 100 boost available, setting himself up in position for some defense. All going to be bailing him out of it, though, as it's sent over to Nix. Pass up to Tony. Guzek trying to take it, but Spoods, there's only one defender from Kennesaw here ready, but great little tap there from Tony to be able to shut that opportunity down.
He's looking for the breakout. Spood's going to get intercepted on that far side wall. Second touch does come through, and Christian going to be there for the double, but Saints will actually keep possession out of it, so not too bad of a play. Now Kamal, off the hit from Tony there, is going to gather control. Off the ceiling, reset, touch comes through. Christian trying to bury the goal. Now, second shot comes through. Christian, Kamal on the goal line, and Christian will finally bury it. 3-4 attempts. The Saints finally break through, and that's the insurance policy you were looking for. Look how many chances. Kamal, Christian, back to Christian. And there we go. The Saints going to have that 2-goal lead now. And now Kennesaw, they're going to come out with their hair on fire. The Saints have to be ready to weather this storm.
Yeah, the Saints keeping the rebounds coming there off of that goal. Now 2 goals up, and we saw a whole minute without a goal there, which kind of interesting considering how this game started. But now Saints able to take one more up. No way they find another one. Spoods going to go to the left there off the defender. Uzek trying to set something up here for Kennesaw. Minute 30 left here for them. They got to get some aggression going. Tony trying to battle it out with Kamal, but it's just not good for him.
Yeah, not enough boost there for either player to make something of it. Now Christian in the air. Going to go for the play there. Not going to quite find the back of the net. Not going to get that on target just like he wanted. Now Nix into the far corner. Going to get the bump on Kamal. Send him flying, but no members of Kennesaw able to regain there. And now the Saints should be able to gather possession. Spoods going to have to get challenged here for the ball. Tony actually going to walk this one in. Looking for his third of the game, I believe, but going to get denied there. Now Christian, only 1 minute to play. Saints still have that 2-goal lead. Now Spoods take to the skies, try to find the second touch, maybe pinch off the wall. Spoods somehow gonna work it. Ball on the goal line, and Spoods will find it in. It looked like it might have been dead there for a moment, and Spoods, one of the slowest goals you will ever see. Look at he's spinning the ball on his finger for a few seconds, and he will end up burying it. Now the Saints gotta be feeling good with under a minute to play.
No boost available there.
Have you seen a goal like that?
Chugging through. He is chugging away at this goal line, bouncing it off wall, defender, and finally back to him until he's able to
hit him with the Harlem Globetrotter ball spin on the finger.
Wow. What a tight goal there from Spoods, finding his second of the game there. Not to mention, still got the assists on board, still got the shots on board. 30 seconds remaining. Saints should easily close out game 1 here.
Yeah, I would suspect so. I always fear, they'll cast their curse with 20 seconds, but in all likelihood, the Saints are going to walk away with game 1. Fantastic job just getting going offensively, finding ways to get that ball in the back of the net, whether it's by the rinky-dink, the little magic goal by Spoods, or just finding good passing plays, working that counterattack. They just found multiple ways to get it done, and Kennesaw, they tried early on. They had a couple close. They had the lead against the Saints. The Saints got 4 unanswered goals to round the game out. Spoods with a demo at the end, and the Saints will take game 1 5-2, and that has got to feel good.
Yeah, that's definitely got to feel good, especially after how tight that first 2 minutes was there. But you find those opportunities where you can. Both Spoods and Christian finding some pretty slow goals, actually.
Yeah.
It ended up being a lot of time just battling it out in the crease there up against Kennesaw, and in the end, it's the Saints who are going to take those goals home. And now coming into game 2 here, this is do or die in the tournament for Kennesaw State University.
St. Clair trying to book a date with Valleyfield in the next round. Up 1-0 on Kennesaw. Game 2 now underway. Kennesaw going to have the early aggression, get a little challenge. Christian with a great job to get that 50. Going to send it back toward the other end. Kennesaw now on the retreat, trying to play this one back toward mid. Spoods going to be there for the follow. Going to try to find Kamal. Going to find it, but not toward the corner at least. Kamal going for the second touch. Going to leave it for, I believe it was Christian there. Second little touch off the crossbar. That was very, very close. Spoods going to weight room it toward the goal, and he's going to find it. Spoods over and over and over. He delivers. He finds the back of the net. 24 seconds in, the Saints, they have their eyes set on Valleyfield, and that's the start you want.
Yeah, Nick's trying his hardest to save that one, but he's just going to end up tapping it into the net for him. 24 seconds in, and we are already looking good for the Saints. Kennesaw got to get some of this offense going, because last game, it was really Tony who was doing, most of the offensive work for Kennesaw there. As much as Nick's on those saves was pretty strong, you're not always going to be there for the defense, and you got to get some goals on board for yourself.
Spoods once again bobbing and waving through the defense, and that's a tough thing. You can make 7-8 saves, but if the team puts up 11 to 12 shots, you still might have room to give up 3-4 goals, and Kennesaw might actually find a floater here from way downtown. It will get denied by Christian. Guzek very close to evening this one up and giving Kennesaw a new life, but not going to find it. Now Christian off the pass, off the crossbar, not going to find the net quite on there. Now Kamal going to be there for the side play. Take this one back over the middle, maybe trying to find a passing play or at least the whole possession here. He's going to send it. Spood's going to be there for the follow potentially. Great flick there. Kamal going to intercept it. Ball on the goal line, so very dangerous play. And Saints are trying to find this second goal badly, but Kennesaw is threatening early on.
Yeah, Guzek flying in there, trying to find an aerial rebound off of that backboard. It's not going to work out for him. Demo comes down onto Spoods. Should give KSU some time to make a play here, set something up, because so far in this game, it's been all Saints here. We've seen the one shot there really from Kennesaw, but other than that, it's been defense all game. Spoods this is finding the demo onto Nix. I mean, look how much time it was just sitting in front of that net there.
30 seconds in the
corner. Tony, and Tony's trying to find stuff. It's not like they're not getting some pressure going, but it's really just not hitting the mark here.
Yeah, and Kennesaw's defense has been stout so far, along with the Saints as well, still keeping that, trying to keep the score sheet clean there. Kamal, little floater back toward the Kennesaw net, not going to find anything. Nix is going to get credited with the save there. Now Spoods trying to get the follow, going to go for the pinch here. Actually still has possession. Can he find his teammate going for the reset as well? Will get knocked away. Kamal is going to be there for the follow. Maybe Christian in the wings somewhere, but probably back on that defensive rotation. Now Spoods going to challenge. Got 45 boost, does find the demo as well. Maybe they can make a play here. They will have some space. What an angle by Christian. Spoods going to set him up, and Christian going to knock it down. And now the Saints up by 2 with 2:20 to play in game 2. Trying to put Kennesaw away, and an excellent give and go there by Spoods. Little handoff to Christian, and no mistake about it.
Yeah, the duo back again to find another goal there. As now 2-0 with 2 minutes left in this game. The Saints find themselves with a pretty comfortable lead, and they're trying to keep it going.
Yeah, I even fear to say 2-0 is comfortable, but it definitely is to some degree. It's just, being overly concerned as I am, I always like, you don't want to, don't give into that 1% chance. But the Saints playing significantly better on offense. The consistency is kind of there. Now Kennesaw hasn't really been able to find the back of the net since early on in the game in game 1. They found those back-to-back goals. The Saints have locked down the defensive end, and that counterattack breakout has been so good. Great pass by shot by Nix. Pass did come across perfectly there, and the Saints are going to get the clear once again. They're going to find Bump is going to come through, but maybe he took him out of the net. Christian going to try to fool multiple defenders, not going to quite get the angle. Now Kamal going to be there to try to keep possession. He will get demoed by Tony, and now Kennesaw going to go on the breakout.
Yeah, Spoods taking it high there. Nix, he's going to be here for the clear. Over to Guzek to take it off the roof. 3 Saints there. You see them posted up right around mid. They're ready to get something going here. Spoods coming in, sending it back towards middle. Here comes Christian, but it's Tony with the contest, and that's going to be good.
Yeah, good back play by the Saints there, but they're going to pass over the middle. Great pass by Nix, but a wonderful read by the side of St. Clair to shut that one down. And with only 62 seconds to play, just try to keep Kennesaw from scoring these next 30-45 seconds and really start to put the pressure on them. Net's going to be open. Guzek has some boost. Not going to find the hole, though. Christian going to go from scoring to shutting it down on the other end. And now Spood's going to go for the breakout. Trying to go swerving on the enemy here. Oh, he goes swerving and curving, and he's going to deke his way through, find the third of the game for St. Clair, and that looks to potentially be the dagger. Look at Spoods in and out on a quick little cut there, and no one to be seen in the net there. And now, like I said, 3-0 commanding lead to try to book a date with Valleyfield.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Spoods' assists, but sometimes you just got to talk about how straight up unpredictable he can be when he's dribbling that ball, and he finds another one. Hat trick for Spoods here in game 2. They are not going home today, Jobin. 40 seconds left on the clock.
Spoods refusing to die under any circumstance, going from the assist man to the goal man. Gonna find, like you said, his third of the game in St. Clair. They want to leave no doubt about where they stand. They want to knock off Kennesaw nice and quick, and they want to have that rematch with Valleyfield. They met in CRL all last season several times, including at Worlds as well. So St. Clair wants to book that ticket into the next round in losers in Kennesaw. They got a lot of work cut out for them, but I'll tell you what, it's not looking good. Spoods, once again with possession. Second touch comes through off the crossbar. Not going to find the goal, but precious time being wasted. And Saints, all likelihood, are going to move on, and they will play Valleyfield. Christian, if there was any doubt, let it be shut down now. And there it is, 5-0, and looks like on to Valleyfield we go.
Yeah, this is going to be the game to watch, folks. I mean, coming into this, this is going to be the one, if there's anybody in this loser's bracket who is, you know, the one to send the Saints home, Valleyfield will be it. But the Saints getting nice and warmed up after this game. They're feeling hot right now. They're getting the chemistry together. Spood's getting his mechanics nice and warm, because in the end, it's going to take everything the Saints have in this next game. And as the ball touches the ground, Spoods finds himself with the MVP in Game 2. And we are going to be moving on to losers quarterfinals. Kennesaw going to be dropping out of the tournament. Moving on, losers quarterfinals against Valleyfield. And this is where the best of 5 starts as well.
Okay, everyone with me. 2 deep breaths. Because this is about to get real next series. We're going to move into best of 5 territory. CRO Worlds rematch, Valleyfield and St. Clair. I believe the 3rd and 4th placing team. We know Tokyo, we know Vegas. The other name is slipping, but we know those two. Very, very stacked squad. I think they are the 6th seed in this tournament. I believe the Saints came in at 22. So Saints definitely going to be the underdog, but getting hot at the right time here. And all it takes, if we've seen Valleyfield drop to losers, anyone can be had on any day. And as I said last week, any given Sunday applies to Rocket League as well. So we have no idea what's about to come in store, but we are going to take a very, very quick break, I believe. Actually, we'll do another minute. So we'll do quick prediction for the next round. How do you think this plays out, knowing that it's a best of 5 now?
This is going to be a tough one. With how hot the Saints are coming off of that game, I mean, they're flexing some of these goals. Spoods dribbling this ball around like he's playing basketball. I mean, the ball control on this man right now is unbelievable. I can't say which way it's going to go, but I think I'm seeing a 3-2 here. Can't say which way. I mean, truthfully, I just don't know. Like, if there's any match to watch on this Sunday, I think this losers quarterfinals is going to be it. That's all I can say.
Out of all the brackets, this is going to be the game of the weekend. I can confidently say, and you do not want to miss it. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. Valleyfield and St. Clair. Loser will fall out of CRL, and winner will move on in the bracket.
And that looming threat of Valleyfield on the horizon, you gotta feel good about this game. You gotta find something that's going to boost that momentum, and that opening goal from Christian. Once again, I feel like that's been the story of today, just opening goals from Christian and Kamal now coming out. 1 minute here, other than that initial goal, though. Now it seems like we're back to these teams feeling each other out, but Tony lobbing it back over through the middle. Saints not ready for that one. Spood's just out of position. There it is.
I think we may have seen a misplay from
good shot on net. And now Guzek too trying to find those Tony second.